The cruel punishment was abolished. And part of traditional clothes was prohibited, too.
This one, what they are talking about is Japanese occupation, they prohibit the kind of clothing. Okay? So improve style of Korean people.
The special privilege of super yangban was abolished. All Slavs were emancipated. The emancipation of slaves is what Japan did. The times of the slavery of 5,000 years were over here. However, it was 36 years. 1945. In 1945, Japan was defeated. The rule in Japan was over, and this country became independent. What happened? The bad style of the Korea Kingdom has revived. This country looked democratic at a glance, but, in fact, was intense hierarchical slavery again. The victim was always a woman. Women who are treated like an animal when not beautiful, and are oppressed.
This is important. When not beautiful, okay. The same thing happened in Indonesia. Japanese army just treated the Dutch woman for the prostitute or his wife. If she is not beautiful, okay, this prostitute force them to prostitute, right? It's the same in the world.
Society which earned 5% of gross domestic product with young women as a sex slave here. More than 300,000 Korean prostitutes still step forward in the world. This is a traditional occupation for them.
Oh, this one I showed you before,
I feel
right?
sorry for them. Why do you not notice? Why does the young woman of this country take a cosmetic surgery? Cosmetic surgery. It is their SOS. It is a voice of their calling for help. Did you not?
You can see this is why Korean is so beautiful. Because just say not beautiful, she is going to treat it as prostitute, right? If she is so beautiful, she got to get married, right?
Notice?
Oh my goodness.
They call for help. She is not a human being when not beautiful.
Right? She said, right?
The further sexism nation does not exist. Korea is the sexism nation which is the most intense in the world. No. Forgive them. They are not bad people. The nation of this country is a victim of China 5A. There is no help for it. This state was another complex nation for 2,000 years and is still so. The Korean people attack Japan now. However, Japan which they attack is a shadow of their own. Forgive them. They are the people who are completely influenced by the parasitic worm called the super yangban. They do not notice to a social parasitic worm. Not only it but also themselves are going to become the social parasitic worm. It is the closure society which a parasitic worm controls here. Korea, this country are not ordinary. Even the newspaper of this country emitted warning. Evening paper nail. By the statistics of 2000, Korean false accusation case was 1,483 times in Japan. When I consider population, false accusation case with possible punishment characteristics of Korea was 4,051 times in Japan. Korea Daily Report. In Korea, there are many cases rolled up in a groundless case by false accusation by false evidence and another person giving false testimony in a court. Most in the world. Perjury achieves 427 times. The false accusation punishment
This is the Korean liar.
43 times in comparison with Japan. The Korean thinks that he can do anything if he gets even money. This thought of Korea builds up the social atmosphere that is sometimes told. The Korean tells a lie to breathe out. Korea
like this sentence, I think it's right wing. Okay, must be careful to read this.
Unno-san, who built this video? Right wing? Japanese?
Yeah, Japanese right wing.
Japanese right wing built this video?
Yeah. So they showed this English version to spread all over the world. But problem is everybody, they don't watch this one. And the first several slides, they decided, oh, this is right. But 90% is correct, accurate, I believe, okay?
Yeah.
But 10% exaggerated or tell a lie, so they don't watch it. But Chinese propaganda video is very, very well prepared. They tell a lie, but everybody believe it.
Yes.
Because how to conceal the lie. But Japanese video, obviously this is lie. So nobody watch it. This is a problem.
Last 5 minutes. Don't need.
But you like it, right? You don't like it?
Last 5 minutes is very intensive.
Well, this one is, I think, okay, this one, I'll show you this video. Okay? So this one is Kisen. Now is we can get into the Comfort Woman, the first page of Comfort Woman. Okay, right before and during World War II, women and girls referred to as shofu or prostitute. Just exactly the exact word I just picked, not the example. I didn't read that. Just prostitute were organized prostitutes by the Japanese Imperial Army or comfort station set up logical facilities to provide comfort to wartime forces. You understand this English sentences means where I just picked it up from, this one, from where. But this one is not like Korean people or Chinese people saying, this English is Japanese people written down, okay? But shofu, I did it with some different English, but this is never Korean people say like this word, okay? The reasoning for having an organized brothel system in parallel with the war was to prevent the random raping of village women, to prevent the spread of disease, and to boost the morale of troops fighting the war. This is true. This is the Japanese government intention, random raping, to avoid random raping, right? And also prevent the disease, right? Soldiers get disease, right? And also boost the morale of troops. They, without women, Japanese soldiers they reduce encouragement, right? So Japanese government consider for this is true, but I told you, this is until Shanghai incident. After that, they actually invaded, killed many people. And between 220 and 400,000 women engaged in prostitution for the Japanese army, the exact number being debated until this day. But normal people, not 200, usually 300,000, okay? And the men that were served by these women include a few from the Japanese army, mainly Asia, and few Dutch and Australian men. Mainly Chinese, mainly Korean, 40%. Japanese, 15%, and remaining people is Asian people, Chinese. Most of the women were from occupied countries, including Korea, China, Philippines, and Malaysia, Taiwan, then a Japanese dependency. Indonesia, from the Dutch East Indies, East Timor, then Portuguese Timor, and other Japanese occupied territory. And they just 200,000, they said, but normally this is approximately enough women faced is daily women treated soldiers, 10 to 100. But 100 too exaggerated. I asked my wife, 100 impossible, she said. Okay. And the estimated 20-25 survived, 80% dead. Of course, they went with soldiers, and the soldier killed, and the woman is killed because of the attack by the American troops, right? And Japanese people, everybody dead, but Comfort woman survived 2025.